Hi guys, my name's Pete Rainford, you're watching Rainford's Brew Lab. This is video 3 in our ultra budget brew series, Malt Brew. So we've done sugar, we've done tea, now we're making a malt brew. We started off at 25 pence, then 22 pence. This per litre is going to be 20 pence. And we're aiming for a 7% ABV here. So today we're going medieval. We're hitting the 20 pence milestone by brewing with toast. So this is a malt brew inspired by ancient kvass, and it proves you can find professional brewing nutrients in your bread bin. So 20 pence for a litre of 7% malted gold. Let's get to work. Ingredients: we're going to need a piece of toast, 500 millilitres of boiling water, you can probably see the steam coming off there, 500 millilitres of cold water, some bread yeast, 120 grams of sugar which I've pre-weighed, and our usual empty 1 litre PET bottle with the top. So let's make some room. First off, let's do the mathematics. We have got our piece of toast, which is 2.5 pence. That piece of bread is from this loaf, which was 50 pence on offer, granted, but there's 20 slices in there, which at 50 pence is 2.5 pence per slice. So toast, 2.5 pence. I'm not counting the electric it took to toast it. 120 grams of sugar, 13.1 pence. 0.1, very important. Keep that there for a second. And then we're going to use half a teaspoon of our yeast, bread yeast, which is 4.4 pence. Add them all up, 20 pence. The secret to this brew is the maillard reaction. We aren't just toasting this bread, we're kilning it. You want this slice dark brown, almost burnt. That caramelization is what gives us the malty beer-like colour and flavour. So our first step is tear up your toast and put it in, I said 500 millilitres, more like 400 millilitres to give us a bit of headroom. So tear your toast up into chunks and just put it into your boiling water. Okay, now we need to leave that for about 15 minutes. It will look like bread soup, but that's our mash. Okay guys, while we're waiting for that to steep, because that needs at least another 10 minutes, let's add our sugar to the bottle, 120 grams. Okay guys, I'm just going to give this a quick stir up and then I'm going to pour it in. Get off. Now you can sieve this if you want to. I'm just going to pour it in. Use the funnel, keep it easier. Just pour the toast in there as well guys and just let it drip down, because you want to get as much of the taste of that toast as you can into this, else it's just gonna taste like kill you basically. And we want to get this lovely malty flavour out of that bread, out of that toast. Okay guys, that's enough of that. Let's get that out of there. Now I'm just going to put the top on and give this a good shake to get that sugar mixed up with our warm water. Now it's not boiling anymore, should mix in fairly easy. Okay, now we're going to top up with cold water. This brings the temp down so we don't kill our yeast, of course. And I knew that I wouldn't quite have enough with that, so I went and filled that one off camera with more cold water, because there's a lot of water left in our toast basically. So we'll bring that up to roughly a litre, should we say, about there. And now, last but not least, we pitch our yeast. So just plain Aldi bread yeast, and we're going to add half a teaspoon to our brew. Okay, these are quarters, so we need 2 of those. Good heaped teaspoons, quarter teaspoon, sorry. 1 and 2. Okay, put our top back on and just give that a little swirl to rehydrate that yeast. Now I'm going to take a reading for us. Let's stuff away. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Okay, we've got bang on 1.050. That will give us around a 6.5 to 7% brew. That's perfect. Okay. Put this back in. And then our top on, half a turn, so it's loose. And I'm now going to put that on the heating mat between 18 and 22 degrees. It should take 7 to 10 days with the bread yeast, and then we'll come back, we'll test it for strength, have a taste, move on to the next one, eh guys? Okay, see you in about 10 days. Afternoon guys, we've got our 18 pence malt brew here, and it's been fermenting for 11 days, so time to take a reading. If I think the fermentation is finished, I'm going to cold crash this and get a taste. It is that time, and it has started to clear a bit, which to me says we're pretty much there. So get a quick sniff. Malty, malt brew, malty. Okay, our opening gravity was 1.050. We pour this, we can pour this. In we go. Come on, drop. Yeah, we're done. We're done. What we got? 0.998. Okay guys, going to get that back in the bottle very gently. Still got a tiny bit of bread here and there, or toast should I say. Now I'm going to cold crash this for a day or two, see how clear we can get it, and then I'm going to come and have a taste. Malt beer, what's not to like? And I've stirred it up there a little bit, even pouring it back that gentle. Very gently. Anyway, that's going to have a couple of days now guys. Another smell. Interesting. My research tells me that's going to taste like a beer. And it does smell a little bit like a beer, but yeah, let's see. Okay guys, I will see you in a couple of days. Bye for now. Hi guys, remember this is our malt brew. How do you know it's malt brew, I hear you ask? Okay, yeah, I've got a new label printer. Right, we're going to taste this. I've had it in the fridge for a couple of days, and it's almost cleared. It's clearer than it was anyway, that's for sure. We took a final gravity reading of 0.998. Our opening gravity was 1.050. That gives us an ABV of around 6.5%. So this is a strong ale, is how it's supposed to taste, the maltiness of it. So there's not much else for it. We need to get in there. We need to have a taste, don't we, guys? Okay. Come on. Bit of carbonation. Yeah, tiny bit. Okay, let's get this poured. Ooh, nice gentle pour there. The sediment's still in the bottom, so I've got to be very gentle. Get the top back on. Well, I can smell it from here. Yeah, it's a malty kill you type taste. Smell. Yeah, it's just a malty smell. It smells like a weak beer. We know that it's like 6 to 6.5%, so weak it is not. Should we have a taste, guys? Oh. Again. It's something new every day in here for me. Okay, how to describe that? It's the strength is there, that much I can detect. There's not much on the taste and on the nose. I was expecting a little bit more maltiness, should we say. Maybe I should have burnt that toast a little bit more, because they do say that it's got to be practically burned, but I didn't want to turn it black. So yeah, maybe cook the toast even more, or add a couple of pieces of toast to get more maltiness there. It's there. Yeah, it's definitely there. It's just very subtle. Very subtle. But then at this price point, what are we down to here? This is 20 pence. You know, the amount of flavour that we're going to be able to inject into this drink at 20 pence is never going to be much. 20 pence, guys. 20 pence. Ah. You know, it's alcohol. There's some taste there. It's not just, you know, water tasting. There is some beer taste there, because that's the only way to describe it, really. I suppose is maltiness is beer. It's bread. It's beer. It's, you know. Well, it's putting a smile on my face, guys. 20 pence. Come on, 20 pence. 20 pence. What I've got in this glass is probably a penny. Come down the hatch and I'll pour a bit more. Ah. I'm quite shocked, really, guys, aren't you? You know, 20 pence. £20 to make a litre of alcohol from a piece of bread, some sugar, some water and some yeast. That's crazy. And we're not finished yet. This is brew 3 of 10. We've got another 7 to go. So not much else to say, guys. Next in the series is hard lemon soda for 18 pence. So yeah, look out for that one, guys. That'll be out in around a week's time. But for now, all it leaves is for me to say cheers. Malt beer. Cheers, guys. Mmm.